overview, right? So food. On food, 35% was spent. On housing, 10% was spent. On fuel, it was around 6% or 6.5. Clothing and footwear, it was 10%. Household, somewhere around 8%. Then 8% on personal goods. Then 7% on transport and 9% on leisure, somewhere around, right? So maximum was spent on which sector or which
Food.
area? Food. Okay. So maximum was spent on food. Right now, this is pertaining to 1968. Right now, let's come to 2018. In 2018, what was the maximum expenditure? I mean, what item, what was it incurred the maximum?
Leisure.
It was leisure, right? Leisure and followed by housing. ठीक है, तो हम leisure ही बोलेंगे. We'll say leisure only. So leisure was the maximum. So this is one thing that can be written as a key feature, and it will go in your overview, that in 1968 the major expenditure or maximum expenditure was incurred on food or purchasing food items. However, leisure became the maximum spent activity by the year 2018, right? Interestingly, household goods, uh, same percentage of income was spent on household goods, on procuring household goods. So your overview statement will look like this. Overall, it is evident that a major proportion of income was spent on food items, whereas leisure activities were given priority in 2018, right? Interestingly, no change was observed in the procurement of household goods. So this is called overview. Overview आपको देखकर पता लगना चाहिए कि इस obviously we can say that there is an erratic pattern. One thing is rising, one thing is falling, right? But that is not the overview. Overview is you observe the maximum, you observe the minimum, and you see something else that is going on, which is worth noticing. Okay. Then in body para 1, you will talk about that food items received maximum, or food items were spent, the maximum income was spent on buying food items, which was around 35%, which was 35% of the total expenditure. Okay. This was followed by an equal share between housing and clothing footwear. So exactly 10% of the total income was spent on housing as well as clothing and footwear. ठीक है? Yeah, both housing and footwear costed 10% of the total expenditure of the in families. ठीक है? Or the households, right? So this is how you will talk about in the, or there is another way to write your body paragraphs. So you mentioned that this was spent, this was 35%, and this was around 23% या 22%, 22% इट्स लुकिंग लाइक. ठीक है, तो ये आपने बता दिया बॉडी पैरा 1 में. देन यू कैन सी ऑन व्हाट which things have gone down. So food gone down, fuel and power gone down, clothing and footwear gone down, personal goods have also gone down. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you talk about these 4 things in body para 1 and the things that have gone up जैसे कि housing and transport and leisure. These things, the expenditure has gone up. And this is a special case, so the cost has remained the same on procuring household goods. तो ये body para 2 में आ गया. So एकदम distinct information is there in your body para 1 and body para 2, and this is how you will write your overview. ठीक है, overview is clear.